You never let, yeah? Sorry?
I would love to travel.
Yeah, so have you been anywhere before? Been to Asia or?
You know, I've never been to Asia, but I have visited London and I have visited Oman. You can make a trip to Asia and visit several Asian countries at once while I'm in the area.
Uh-huh.
I want to see Japan, Taiwan, Korea, and my father is Cambodian, and
Oh,
Thai.
Cambodian. So you want to go to Cambodia?
Yeah,
Your father is a Cambodian, and you've never been there before?
I've never been there because actually my father came to America as a refugee during the Khmer Rouge.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Khmer Rouge? What's
yeah,
that?
I'll type it for you.
Okay.
Khmer Rouge was when a communist party tried to take over Cambodia, and they enslaved a lot of the people and actually killed many people. It was a massive genocide. Uh,
Okay. I
yeah,
see.
I think that nearly
So,
25% of Cambodia's people were murdered.
okay. So
Um,
when did it happen, the Khmer Rouge?
that's a good question. Let me see.
Okay.
Uh,
But you look like a white.
yeah, well, my dad is Cambodian,
Uh-huh.
and my mother
Mhm.
is actually an
Okay.
American woman. She
Yeah, a little bit like Asian, but not quite the
right,
same.
exactly.
Yeah.
I kind of get to experience both worlds, both
Mm-hmm.
cultures. I love it.
Oh.
Um, but the Khmer Rouge was active from 1951 until 1999. Um,
1951 to 1999?
yeah, that
But
now they
that's a
weren't in
long period
power.
of time.
Yeah, yeah, it was. And they weren't in power that entire time. They mostly rose up during the 1960s and 70s. And they overthrew the government, I think, in
So it's like a civil
1975.
war? It's like the civil war in
Kind of.
Cambodia. Okay.
I think that a lot of the Khmer Rouge armies might have
Mm-hmm.
been Vietnamese,
Mm-hmm.
um,
Okay.
but
So,
uh,
okay. So who is in charge the government right now?
I
Is it the
think
communist
in
or
Cambodia, the Khmer Rouge was overthrown. So now,
okay.
technically, Cambodia, I think, has a democracy, but they're
Okay.
still experiencing a lot of effects from the massive genocide that happened in their country. Uh,
Uh-huh.
when the Khmer Rouge took over, they killed everybody who was educated, and
Uh-huh.
everybody who was,
So it's like a cultural revolution in China.
yeah, yeah.
It's like
So
that. So they don't want they didn't want the people, educated people, to speak out or to
yeah,
criticize the government.
exactly. They just
Okay.
wanted workers. So
Uh-huh.
actually, my father had seven siblings when the Khmer Rouge began, and by time he escaped, it was only him and two sisters and
Oh
his
my
mother.
God.
So he
Oh,
lost four of his siblings and his father during the
in
Khmer
the
Rouge,
okay. So
unfortunately.
okay. So he went to the States and then so can he speak English when he went to America?
he learned to speak English in a refugee camp in
Oh,
Thailand.
okay.
They escaped from Cambodia and went to Thailand, and then he learned English and eventually came to the United States as a refugee.
Mm-hmm.
And he has not returned to Cambodia since then. I think that
Mm-hmm.
he has a lot of bad memories of his family being killed, and so
Yes.
part of him wants to return to Cambodia and see his home, but part of him, I think, is a little bit
Uh-huh. Yeah.
hesitant.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's probably like traumatized by the experience.
Yeah,
So,
but
you want to go back because you want to see where your father was
yeah,
from.
yeah, I would
Okay.
love to see my father's hometown, learn about his culture. I know Cambodian culture was kind of destroyed, but
Mm-hmm.
I hope that someday I can learn more and see more
Can you
of
speak Cambodian language or
it's called Khmer, but
Khmer?
I cannot speak it.
Ah,
Unfortunately, when my dad came to America, he wanted his children to speak English. And
yeah.
so I wish
To
he
get
would
a
have taught
better
me.
life. Yeah,
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 yeah.
exactly.
But if
I
he,
wish I
yeah,
knew both.
yeah, then you can be bilingual, right?
Yes, yes. Oh, I wish I was bilingual.
But you need to learn Spanish in the States, right? Or Spanish. I'm not sure.
Spanish, there are a lot of Spanish speakers in the United States.
Yeah.
Uh, there are it's a lot of different languages in America because it's a
Yeah.
melting pot. Obviously, English is the most popular and
Dominant.
most
Yeah.
common
Yeah.
language.
Yeah.
But I think technically there's no official language of the United States.
Yeah. Okay. So
Um,
which area do you stay right now?
right now, I live with my husband in Kentucky. Um,
Kentucky.
I'm not sure if you know where that is. It's
Another
kind of
chicken. You know that fast food.
yes, yes, KFC. Yes.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, it's kind of in the middle of the eastern
I,
side of the United
okay.
States.
Oh, okay.
Um,
I see.
what about you? What part of Taiwan do you live in?
I live in southern Taiwan, in
Southern Taiwan?
Pingdao.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. Well, actually, it's the place I live right now is a little town. Yeah,
Hmm.
in the countryside. Yeah,
Oh, that
yeah.
sounds so wonderful.
It is. It is. I used to live in the city, but
Hmm.
I actually work here,
Hmm.
and I need to drive every day for like 1 hour one way. So it's
Wow.
just too far for me. So
Right,
I moved
right.
to yeah. We have the kind of history like Cambodia as well. Like long time ago, we were the colony of Japan,
Mhm.
and then do you know KMT? 国民党. Do you know Chiang Kai-shek? No.
I'm not
Uh,
sure.
do you know Mao Zedong?
Were these different empires of China?
Uh, Taiwan's official name is uh, Republic of China. That's
Okay,
really weird because people are confused.
right,
They think us as China, but we're in China, you know.
right, right,
And then
right.
China claimed that we are part of them. So it's
Uh-huh.
really difficult to explain to other people from other countries that we are separated, we're not in the
Yeah.
same country. But actually, a long time ago, our government was from China. We had a civil war between
Hmm.
two parties. One is
Hmm.
Kuomintang and another one is Communist Party. which is ruling China right now. Yeah, and the government, 国民党, lost the battle, and then they came to Taiwan, and then the government in Taiwan say we are the representative of China at the time. So actually, we were the we were the member of UN, right? United Nations, long time ago, and as China, as the representative of China. And then when China, that China grows bigger and bigger and powerful, and then they just took away, our membership. So we are not part of UN anymore. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it's really difficult to build our official relationship with other countries, because China insists that there's only one China, so we are part of them. So people cannot make friends with us.
In like the Olympics, Taiwan cannot play as Taiwan.
No. So our name is quite funny. Our name is Chinese Taipei. Like you don't call yourself American New York, do you? Yeah. So yeah, it's quite tricky.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
I know there are a lot of people in Taiwan who are, or like the original inhabitants of Taiwan. And then there are people from Japanese descent in Taiwan. And then there are people of Chinese descent in Taiwan. And am I correct that there are a couple different languages or dialects spoken in Taiwan?
Well, in the beginning, yes, because when Japan ruled Taiwan, then all the people need to study and learn Japanese. Yeah, because you can communicate with the government. But when 国民党, the Chinese government came over, then they forbid everyone speaking Japanese anymore. So the only official language is Mandarin Chinese, which we're using right now. So most of Taiwanese cannot speak Japanese anymore. And then, they even forbid Taiwanese speaking Taiwanese. So yeah. So actually, I think this language is dying a little bit because you don't use it, and the younger generation cannot speak Taiwanese as fluently as the older generation. So yeah, that's the problem. Maybe their English is better than their Taiwanese. Yeah, yeah, because
that might be a strategy for taking away their identity.
Yeah, their identity. So our identity is kind of, it's a mess actually now. So some people consider themselves as Chinese. Some people consider themselves as Taiwanese. And our people, most of Taiwanese hope that we can stay status quo, but it's really difficult. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Yeah. Because we are small and we're just only an island, it's a small island.
You don't have a huge, powerful military to defend yourself.
Yeah, but actually, our location is really important. We are kind of in the middle of, going everywhere.
Right.
Yeah. Do you know where Taiwan is?
You're kind of at a crossroads.
Yes. So I think our position is very important for the people, for many countries who wants to go to Asia, or for the countries in Asia who wants to go across the Pacific Ocean to go to America. We are kind of in the middle. So Yeah, so our government is using this advantage to, to break through the,
I
the
heard
difficulty.
from, yes.
We're trying to, to find a space to survive. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, but it's really difficult. It's really difficult. Like there's a rumor going around, like Chinese government is buying, it is paying money to our press, and saying
Oh.
something bad about our government, and like they want to promote the candidate who is more friendly with China and who is support one China policy.
Right.
Yeah, it's like a Russian government kind of interfere your elections. I don't know
Yes.
if it's true or not, but I read it
Yeah.
online. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like conspiracy, the kind of
Yes.
thing. Yeah.
In America, there are a lot of conspiracies about the Russian government
Is
interfering.
it true?
I
We don't know.
think I think it might be true.
Yeah, yeah. As long as you have money, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, you can buy people's identity. You can buy. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I
And
don't
and
know.
just campaigns in the news, like spreading lies in the news, trying to fear monger,
Mm-hmm.
cause people to feel fearful about topics that they shouldn't really feel fearful about.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
It's the
and
same in Taiwan. It's the
yeah,
same. Like, oh, there will be a war if we elect this one as our
hmm,
president. Yeah,
right,
yeah, like that. So
yeah,
I don't know. It's kind of messy right now.
right, right. I
Really,
think
really hard.
a lot of the world's politics are in a mess right now.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. It's the same.
It's
So
really sad that people are
yeah,
so divided. I want to
and
be able to love my neighbors,
so
but
we don't
still,
talk about politics with our neighbors or
yeah,
friends. That ruins everything.
yeah, and that used to be the norm in America. It used to be you don't talk politics. You don't have to share who you voted for. It's your own private information.
Yeah,
But now in America, everything is so divided that if you don't say who you voted for, then people always assume that you are their enemy. So you either have to say, I
really?
voted for the Democrat or I voted for the Republican.
But
And
oh,
and
so you
people
need to
say
pick the side. So can
you
you
have to
say
pick
I
a
don't
side.
vote? Can you say
That
that?
that's what I do.
Then you cannot criticize them.
But people still get mad because they
Really?
say, "What? You don't vote? You're being too passive. You're not
Yeah,
making a difference." But
yeah.
I don't agree with either of the
Their
either of the
Mhm.
parties. Like I agree with some things on one side and some things on the other side, but not
But
neither
not
of them
all
are
of them. Yeah,
yeah. Um,
but it's hard. You still need to make your choice. Yeah,
yes.
yes,
So there's a lot of division in America right now. I think that
yeah. I can
we
see.
we are still a very powerful country. And because we have so much power, I think that we should we should care about other countries. And not
Yeah,
we shouldn't try to push everyone around us down to make ourselves feel greater. Um, I think we need to support our brothers and sisters all over the world.
hmm,
Um, I think that there's a lot of nationalism, and
yeah,
that's kind of, you know, it's good to be patriotic. It's good to love your country and love who you are and love your nationality. But I think that it's also good to remember that people from other countries are also human beings, and you can be friends and you can be united together and love each other, even if you're not from the same country.
Yeah. So you're more democratic.
I think if there are two sides of the scale, then I'm probably more this way.
Yeah, more liberal. Yeah, but it's hard. Yeah,
It's
the
so
world
hard.
is changing. It's changing so fast. Sometimes it's just wow.
Yeah.
So I worry about my children, you know. Yeah.
I know.
Do you have children?
I don't have any children yet, and I'm nervous because I want to have children, but
you don't know what will happen in the future. You don't know. And the terrorists are everywhere, and then hatreds are everywhere.
Yes. Like, what kind of world will my children grow up in? Not only human attacks, like terrorism, racism, hate, and
environments.
Yeah,
we're
the,
destroying
the
our
environment.
Yeah.
Is the world going to heat up too much?
And we live in the tropical area. So hot here.
Like, I just don't know what's going to happen. I guess it's for people like us, you know, who care about other people and have the correct worldview. I think it's important for us to pass that down to our children, so that the only people who are having children aren't just the people who are hateful and racist. Like,
it's difficult to educate your children. It's really important.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, we should spend more money on education instead of those issues that we cannot even agree in the first place.
I know.
Yeah.
Why spend so much money on war or